name is Orval Wintermute. I did a lot of crying as a child. Was in my mother's lap crying, or when she left me, I would cry because she's gone. I was the youngest of 5 children. The older ones could always do things that I couldn't do. And that was very frustrating. And I cried. Those are my earliest memories. I can also remember things like eating coal. Yes, we had coal furnace and such where we first lived. And I got outside one day and chewed away at the coal. It tasted pretty good to me. I wasn't too bright. Assumed I was an adult by the time I got into high school, but looking back on it, I certainly wasn't. I had a lot of development to do after that. Well, when you started the semester at college, the dining room tables were rather flexible for a while. And so after a week or so, you were expected to go back to the table you started with. And the first day of class, table held 8. And I said to some of the guys, let's find a table with 4 girls. And I sat at one end of the table. The grandmother sat at the other end. I was smitten. She still had a boyfriend elsewhere, but I waited it out. One change that is the amount of instant news that you have. If there's murder somewhere, you hear about it immediately. But almost every discipline, academic discipline, has changed. I had friends in geology, and some German professor of geometry looked at the map and saw the shape of the continents and thought maybe they'd broken off from one another. The geologists wouldn't believe it because they couldn't figure out how that it would happen. But then they did, and so now that theory just prevails. Everybody believes it. The field I was in was languages. When I was born, they discovered a library in a place in Syria called Ugarit. I was in graduate school. There were others that had been discovered. The Dead Sea Scrolls had just been discovered. I studied those. But almost every field